Welcome to The Other Dimension with the team, Damon Penny, Ben Winfield, and Louisa Brown. We guide you through the supernatural, the occult, and the unexplained, answering questions that will make you question your grip of reality, with special guests guiding you through everything from demons to divination, cryptids to crystals, religion to skeptics. We explore in depth the true meaning of the unexplained. So strap in, kick back, and enjoy as we enter the other dimension.
Sorry guys, how are we all doing this evening? Yeah, caught me off guard because I was in a mid-conversation. I forgot the trailer in it. So, who do we have currently joining us? Let everyone come in.
Sharing.
I always get this right. Is it Natasha or is mine?
Natasha.
Got my glasses on, but they're not at work. How are we all this evening? Who's just doing a bit of sharing stuff, and then we'll get right into it. So, bit of news. Obviously, tomorrow I am off. Go down. Where am I off down? Bedford.
Oh my gosh, I don't even know.
Was it Bedford?
Yeah, that way.
Yeah, off to Bedford to go do some filming again for Help My House is Haunted.
Celebrity.
Yes, the celebrity season, which will be coming out next year, or is it later on this year? Probably next year. I'll let you know how that goes. I'll try and get some photographs. Might even try and get a quick interview. You never know. See what I can do. But this evening's show. Sorry, it's late notice, guys. I did put the event up. Then it got cancelled for some bizarre reason. Then it got up again, and now I have two links to it, and it just doesn't make sense. Hello, Pinkish. So tonight we are going to be talking about how paranormal has become mainstream and how Hollywood and TV has helped this, but has also caused no end of problems in the paranormal. Yeah, I'm doing that.
Mashed
I don't know.
mashed potato. I'm pretty sure there's something to do with that.
I don't know.
There's a rhyme. Or is it
I don't know.
something? It's drug something in my brain. I don't know.
We
I'm just
don't
looking at
know.
Teddy at the moment.
We're sort of lost. I've been run off my feet for the past couple of days dealing with all the stuff. If anyone caught Lou's show yesterday, when she mentioned I was out. I didn't get back in till like 10 minutes.
Yep, past midnight. Like the shells said.
Yep.
When I said to the shells, I asked them, will Ben be back before midnight? The answer was no.
Yep.
So I did go to bed and I was fast asleep when he got back.
Yes.
And then he woke me up at like 20 past midnight.
Yeah. I also had to get back up for work in the morning at 6. So very tired.
You've had a nap?
Yeah, I've had a nap. That's about it. So
That's all you need.
normal within the mainstream now, because we seem to have noticed, like everyone, I'm pretty sure you all know, even ourselves in a sense, we've become more paranormal has become more mainstream and more accepted. It's interesting now. You can go on YouTube, you go on any form of entertainment systems.
A lot of the streaming channels as well. Lots.
Streaming channels, everything now has a paranormal show, if not multiple paranormal shows.
Discovery Plus has loads.
Yeah, Discovery Plus gone manic with it. So the weird thing is, paranormal is being more accepted rather than a taboo, which is brilliant for saying you look back in the beginning days where you had the most haunted, which, let's face it, they started off brilliantly, but they just went down the pan very fast to become popular. And I think it is from them that just everything spawned off pretty much, isn't it?
Strange but true as well.
Very much.
That was
I'm willing to admit now, live on Facebook, and for it to be forever here, Strange but true used to scare the living hell out of me when I was a kid.
You were really tiny when I was playing that. I remember it scaring me. I'm a couple of years older than you, aren't I? And I used to get scared by it. So you would have been like teeny tiny.
The ironic field is the ironic one is they did one on the Enfield case and it scared the living hell out of me. And then who'd have thunk it? A couple of years later, I was actually I've always said who'd have thunk it. I remember that before.
I might have just ignored it.
Yeah, it's usually the case.
Never mind.
Um, yeah, so that sort of sparked it off.
Okay.
Which I would love for you too. And then obviously you had I don't know what came first, I can't remember. Whether it was Most Haunted or BBC did a document
Yeah, about Ghostwatch.
yeah, that was it, Ghostwatch.
Yeah, I know you did the research that beforehand.
Yeah, I couldn't remember which came first.
That's what I mean, you did the research that.
I could have done, yeah. But I've only just remembered Ghostwatch to be fair. Because that's re-releasing it now. And at the time it got I can't remember if it got took off the air or banned straight away. And it really did. I'm just saying hello to everyone. So hi Vonnie, hi Bev. It got banned pretty much straight after and got archived. And I think now they're only just releasing it for rewatch because at the time it scared a hell of a lot of people and there was loads of complaints.
1992 was Ghostwatch.
Yeah.
Horror / mockumentary.
Yeah, but it was a real screw television wise because it scared the hell out of a lot of people. There was loads of complaints about it. But that was sort of like I'd consider that the early days of paranormal TV because that sort of sparked it off a bit. And then Most Haunted start. When did Most Haunted start?
2002.
Oh, 2002.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was way out then. So yeah.
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 Mm.
But yeah, so that's really shocked me. I thought they were a bit more than that.
Yeah, I did too. But it says first episode, 25th of May 2002.
I would have been 12.
Yeah, when Ghostwatch came out.
I was 2.
Yeah. But no, what was it? Strange but True. When did that come out?
Strange but True was a while ago. Well, they were the sort of, should we say, predecessors of what you see now. Bonnie here. Oh, I click properly. I remember when The Exorcist came out at cinema and people were hysterics and priests outside the church. Yeah, they also had to have I know when the film came out, they had to have a doctor in every single sitting. Strange but True.
Strange but True. 1993 to 1997. No wonder you were scared.
Yeah.
Little Ben.
Oh, little Ben's scary. Now look at me. The only thing I got scared of was my own reflection. Trust me, this face scare anything. And then from there, it's sort of okay. It was a nice even keel until we enter the modern age, and yeah, even the films such as The Exorcist and Poltergeist. I think what other films were around then. There's Poltergeist and The Omen.
Rosemary's Baby.
I can't remember the other one.
Damon.
Yeah, Damon. Lamb of God, which I'll be impressed if anyone's ever seen Lamb of God. Yeah. Obviously, you had them sort of films knocking around, and then it was towards the more modern age. You would say the past 10 years, we've seen this influx of TV shows and movies that have sort of become a weird sensation. Dare we ask about last night? As much as I would love to give you all the details, unfortunately, I can't.
Did you get rid of the little entity that came through?
The entity was dealt with. The people that were involved were dealt with. That is all I can say, due to the fact that I know full well they will be watching this to see if I actually mention anything, because it makes them look bad. So I am
I
sort
didn't
of,
mention anything last night, but if it was, just said some people.
yeah, I'm sort of bound not to mention anything.
Some people who shall not be named.
Yes. Some idiots that think they're capable of doing more than they actually are.
And they've been told off quite severely.
There's been reprimands and every sort of thing. So let's just go with that. I've only ever watched The Exorcism and black and white movies. Blair Witch. Yeah, Blair Witch sort of, that was the iconic start of the horror, like the horror ghost recording found. Lola. Thank you. Sorry, we know what the demon dog's like. So that sort of spiral. By the way, guys, if you do have any paranormal questions, as normal, throw them up and we will answer them best we can. That was the sort of start of it all. And then you had films like The Last Exorcist, The Last Exorcism. I can't remember if it was that or that other. That's quite an interesting film to watch. There was a lot more cultology sides. And then recently, since I hate to say it, but Ghost Adventures really did spark up massive again. The mass interest in all these films. And then, of course, Conjuring film started. And it just went on and
People
on.
got obsessed with the warrants.
Yeah.
Oh, don't.
Blair Witch has more. Yeah. It was a lot more psychological. It was good for what it was. Even if Phil, the others, yeah.
Oh, I watched that the other week.
Do you know what? I've never seen that.
Oh, it's really good. I watched it last week. Oh, wait. Oh, you asked me
Probably a way.
on Friday. You weren't here Friday, were you?
Oh, I was with them idiots again, wasn't
Oh, yeah. So I watched that. Enjoyable.
Hey up, Andrew. I've not seen you in a while. I hope you've been keeping well. But yeah, so the films from there like sort of took off, and then we end up having the film called Ouija, which started everything off a bit more. Then you had Zozo appearing. And then we had the
YouTubers, other YouTubers, they kind of took off with things.
Yeah.
Like loads of.
Yeah, YouTube became a massive
Yeah.
platform all of a sudden for videos, and you get people like Exploring with Josh on. I just have to mention them guys.
All the ghost hunters,
All
and
the
the
ghost-
explorers are available.
It's just you can just type in ghost on YouTube and you'll get absolutely tons and tons and tons of people doing investigations and stuff, and all YouTubers. Yeah, know that, buddy.
Yeah. Yes, I have a few JDs.
Nice.
We're gonna have a bottle of wine after.
Yeah, we're cracking wine
We're
open.
having a cozy nice in.
Yeah, well overdue. And then it all sort of cracked off from there. You've got films like I can't remember what the film was called, but where the divot box suddenly appeared, and then it's just sparked out.
There's the whole like story of that YouTube, the divot box that was like on eBay.
Yeah.
It took away from there. It turned out it was all fake anyway. The guy that admitted it.
Yeah, or the wine box that came from Auschwitz that somehow managed to get to Auschwitz for a start. Nothing. No one was allowed to take any goods to Auschwitz when they were going there. They were going there for one purpose, and I'm not going to justify or give any credit to that incident in history, because let's face it, it was one of the darkest moments of human history. And to be honest, this guy, in my opinion, should be dealt with on a professional level for lying and using that to promote his divot box. But
he's doing all right financially as well, Thompson.
Yeah, that's the problem.
Mm.
And then from there, we sort of catch up with the modern age now, where everything is demon. You've got every haunted doll is a demon. Every divot box is a a genuine divot box, even if the bloke's been selling 20 divot boxes a year and he's been doing it for 5 years. They're all genuine divot boxes and all this stuff. And this is how we mean the paranormal world with all the social media and that lot, Hollywood, have properly helped everything become more accepted, but has also caused this double-edged sword where it's, God damn it, you've come along and then just trashed everything as well on the way up.
She can't get a ball.
That's her fault.
It's so mean.
That's disgusting. I've never heard about that outfit that is sick. Yes, he came out later on after a good couple of years and said that. Yeah,
actually admitted it.
He said that it was fake. He'd made it all up and that lot, but people were still badgering on. I think every single group, bar a handful of groups now that I know around the UK, have all had their hand at buying a divot box off the internet and claiming it's a real thing. From a cultology point of view, it is one of the embarrassing things that we see in the paranormal field. I'm sorry, I don't mean to offend anyone, but from a cultology point of view, it is rather embarrassing to see this done because people don't do the research. If you ever want to go see a proper divot box, there is one locked up in Nottingham in a museum there. If you want to see a more sort of powerful box, a more powerful actual what's known as a black curse box, and you want to see a devil's toy box that actually have the documents to go with them to show what they are, check out guys at Stoke-on-Trent Haunted Museum. They've got both. They've got genuine stuff there. If you want to go make a trip up there, we always suggest go up to them guys.
Pre-book first.
Pre-book, go up. You won't waste your money. We've got them on next week as well, talking about how their thing is taken off. Just to give information best I can on that one. Obviously, next week they're on. So any questions you've got for them, save them till next week, and I'm sure they'll quite happily answer them. But yeah, this is obviously where the paranormal field is at the moment. Is even TV shows that we've just been watching, a screaming demon, and
we love them, but it's a good job they say for entertainment purposes.
Yeah, if you're gonna cry demon, always for entertainment purposes only. Even one of our friends that is on the show, she even admits she gets fed up with it, but it is what it is. A lot of people jump on it.
Demon sells,
and people don't realise that we have more documented cases of human spirits saying that they're demons than
demons being
demons. Especially this one mentioned jinn, which was a completely weird aspect. But we'll go to that. I'm sorry, guys.
Not Sunday.
I know. I'm sorry, guys. If I start yawning, it's because I'm on the edge of going.
So tonight, after the show, I'll just be sat here with a bottle of wine, watching a film while you sleep. Yeah.
Heard about this. It's on my to-do list. Yeah. Obviously, they'll honestly go over, see them. They are the best people to go and see. Again, guys, for those that are just joining, any questions on paranormal, please throw them up. We will answer any questions that are going. Obviously, Damon, just a quick update on Damon. Damon is still in contact with us, bless him. He is working. He is still alive. He is working solidly. He is absolutely knackered, bless him. We are missing him here. He will be back soon, hopefully. We really do hope that he is back soon. Good plan, Lou. Let him curl up and go to sleep. I was curled up earlier with the dog.
I'll stroke your head.
Yeah. So, obviously, with that, there is some, I will admit, there is some good films out there when it comes to paranormal stuff.
You're enjoying Supernatural, aren't you? TV show.
I've recently discovered Supernatural, and
You know,
the ironic thing is, I believe they did have an occultology advisor on it, because some things are just like bang.
what
bang,
was it they said
bang.
on that episode that we just watched about the real name for black-eyed children? You remember it? Okay, never mind.
I was
But you were very impressed that they knew the real
Yeah.
name for the black-eyed children.
in and out once.
Well, you need to give things your full attention, don't you?
I do get sick of
It's like when you forgot the name. You said the name of that desert spirit woman,
I don't forgot.
and then you totally forgot what it was again.
This has a lot of normal occultology stuff, and then building stuff as well.
Not helpful.
Yeah.
So I'd love to do spirit box in this old place I'm staying in, but I'm worried I might unleash something, or it'll follow me, or curse me, or just bad things in general.
No, you'd be alright with spirit box. Honestly, you'd be fine, Kate.
It's just like you're talking to them normally, but you've got something there to sort of help you hear them.
I have to admit, Kate, you're worried about that. Yeah. The information and photos I send over to translate from Latin into English, you just do not have any fear about. I'd be more worried about the stuff I send you to translate. But yeah, the thing with films is they make it look like everything's highly aggressive and all the time you can be picked up and thrown into a wall. In reality, it doesn't work. It doesn't work that way. It never works to that degree. It takes a lot of power for that to happen. And if you ever notice, I'm sorry for you guys in America, but when it comes to that sort of abilities where you see them sort of attacks, there are over in America, and they only seem to be in America. So I'm sorry, guys. Love you all in America, but you are kind of a bit in a bummer situation.
So one saying can't see comments. That is because Kate is coming on through YouTube. So unless we stop being lazy and press the comments, you're not gonna see them. So that's like apologies on our part.
I do burn everything I write down to translate. No evidence. God bless you. You'd be all right in. I think you're in Germany still, aren't you? You're not quite gone over to the States yet, so you'd be all right in Germany.
The forests.
Yes. Yeah.
Black Forest Ghetto.
Black Forest.
Sorry.
Yeah. You think of the desert, I think of the cursed forest.
I want to think of cursed forest, but it's just like I'm eating healthy at the moment.
I am.
So, you know.
Nice to see you.
Unhealthy things pop into my head.
Yeah. I try and click so the YouTube ones. So
I need a poker stick because it's away. So I could do with a poker stick. My finger is not a poker stick.
So yeah, when we've got like, I'm trying to think of films off the top of my head that I've seen before where there's actual cultology symbolism in. See, there we go. Things like The Last Exorcism. There is a lot, hell of a lot, of cultology symbology in there that they snuck in. It's covered all across the walls. It feels agreeing with you with the Forest Ghetto.
That one for years.
There is a film as well, if anyone's ever interested. It's a bit of a gory one, which is called The Pyramid. That's got loads of symbology pre sort of 6th dynasty Egyptian cultology symbols. It's weird to explain. I'll get back onto cultology, the Egyptian stuff at some point. Just to let everyone know, I will be going back to the Egyptian stuff at the minute once we've done all the demonology stuff on Sunday show. Hopefully we'll get back to it. Just firing everyone's comments up. Again, guys, if you've got any questions on paranormal, throw them up. Don't be worried. Is there no decent documents with symbology I can watch online?
Documentaries.
I will try and dig you some out, Vonnie, and I will send you the link for them. A lot of it, to be fair, you're probably better off just giving us a shout. I'll do you some select videos.
That sounds dodgy.
I know. I will do some educational videos. Does that sound better? Does that sound even worse?
Oh dear. That's fine.
Should really learn to word stuff properly before I say anything. Yeah, I'll do some videos on you walking you through cultology symbols.
I had no idea.
Oh God, what?
You heard the Bowley fans.
I'm not doing OnlyFans for cultology. Only cultology. And like favorite horror films. What we got here? I've got a question, Ben. Do you read the Exorcist Handbook by? To be truthful, I have never read it ever. Literally ever. It just was full of let's throw holy water at everything kind of thing. The problem is when it comes to demonology, it's always Christian based. Now, once you step away from the Abrahamic religions, people don't realize that demonology and cultology, demonology carries on through every single religion going. So once you step out of them three brackets, a demonologist or an exorcist is buggered beyond belief. Are you just trying to find it?
I'm just having a little look about it. That's all. Carry on.
No, I've never really been a fan of the book. I never really gave it much time. I really should do, to be fair, just to be friendly, but
Just to be friendly. There's all the other books you could read just to be friendly.
yeah, there is quite a few. You probably, yeah. I've got good old choice, original, always, yeah, best to read. If that's the original Ring you're on about, yeah, it's the original Ring film's brilliant. Good questions. Salem's Lot, Devil's Radar, Shining, Too Many. Yeah, sounds like an interesting book, in my opinion. This is like it's like summoning. Yeah, obviously, guys, if you want to read, if you're reading any demonology books, cultology books, or anything like that, if you recommend them and you like them, please feel free to post a link up to them on the page. Or
We can have a little book club.
We'll
And
run a
also,
list.
The other dimension book club. Books you recommend, books that you're reading, why you're reading it, what you like about it, anything you don't like about it.
Yeah, feel free to. As we always say, this channel is nothing without you guys. It'd just be me and Luce out here talking into oblivion. Hi, Christina. Welcome along. Meet the lady in person from the Ring movie. Yeah. Again, these films are brilliant. Hollywood takes a spin on it of old legends, and that was it. Become brilliant films, but a lot of people can't separate fact from fiction, if you know what I mean. That's the.
Yes, I'll see summary. No, not coming up.
Doesn't matter. I will have a look for that, and I will let you know my opinion next week on that book. I'll give it a quick flirt. I'll get one of my mates to send me the PDF for it.
Means he'll get one of his mates to read it.
I will pay for the book.
He'll get someone else to read it, and then he'll chat to them about it. See what they think, and then he'll just regurgitate that.
I do no such thing.
Far too busy to do these things.
I don't miss you.
I do like cultology symbols. I make my book. I get other people to read stuff.
I don't use my students like that. This is the back chat of one of my students.
Not just your students.
I know, my
Quit being a student.
Yeah, he became my wife. It's pretty much of a downgrade for you. Yeah. So we got there. Thanks a lot, Ben. Appreciate it. It's not tied to any religion, so it sounds yeah. Honestly, if you end up reading it, let us know how it is. Put up and we'll do recommendations. Quite happy to do that. Yeah, it's that boundary within Hollywood films that people can't seem to separate sometimes with reality and well, the truth of the case and how it is. Best example is Conjuring. Valak. Everyone has this image now that Valak is a nut, and she's not. She's one of the old goddesses of, I think at the time, I think it's more Greek/Turkish area, which doesn't really make much sense when it comes to how the film is. So you always have to take films with just a little pinch of salt, especially the Conjuring films, because the first one they did was 75% fact of how it happened. The next one was sort of a little bit less. The third one, about 20% was fact of what actually happened. The Nun has zero fact to him whatsoever. The incident that they're trying to use happened in the 15th century. Not 15th century, sorry, 16th century. It was the 1500s. The incident actually happened.
Is that one you're on about?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get it for free.
Yeah. Okay then.
The Devils of Loudun.
Yeah, they are. Devils of Loudun.
By Edmund Goldsmith. Goldsmith. Yeah, it's available for free PDF off Global Grey Books, along with other paranormal and occultology books for free.
We shall link that into the show, guys. We'll put a link below this video for you guys to see. Get on there, read a few books. They're all free.
All free. We got Christina asking about last night.
Everything's got settled there. Christina, everything got settled, yes. Some people got reprimanded, some people got fired, shall we say.
And the little entity got sent away.
The entity got dealt with. Beyond that, I can't really speak much more on who was involved, what organisation was involved.
Guilty pleasure.
Obviously, because it will get me in trouble if people work out who I was actually working for.
I'm moving on.
I know.
Yeah,
I'm just leaving enough information here for people to work out who it was, and then I don't get thought off for embarrassing them.
Then that movie with a little girl with a long blonde hair that says she died due to the movie she played in.
That was Poltergeist. Yeah, the movie. A lot of paranormal films have a lot of things happen on site, like Poltergeist, for example. The girl that says they're here, yeah, she did die. She had problems with it. A lot of the cast members had problems. The skeletons they used in that film were actual real people. The real skeletons of people they used, they weren't props.
There was another film, I just remembered, they used real skeletons as well. I think it was something to do with the swamp scene or something, because it was cheaper to use real skeletons than it was to buy prop skeletons.
Sometimes a photo appears on Facebook a lot of the time of these skeletons floating in water. And yeah, they are real people. Yeah, that's nice.
You're on my feet.
It's how a lot of films become cursed, because they do stupid stuff like that, like using real life props, stuff like that. It just, there's more problems. Like if you actually look into, I might do a special on like paranormal haunted films of stuff that happened after the scene. For example, the film The Last Exorcism, the crew there asked a woman who they'd used for help advising on the film. She had problems. She mentioned the name of this demonic, and the whole crew had problems, and they stayed on there. please don't ever mention the name. They didn't mention the name that this was. It was just weird.
Oh, it's a movie.
Never seen it.
Oh, it's good. One of my favourite ones. Who's the director?
Of
I think we talk about the skeletons. They're using real skeletons.
I can't remember the name of the film. I know it was using Poltergeist. I can't remember the name of the film where they had the swamp scene in that you was on about. James just messaged me right in the middle of the
James, should we do the show? What we got? Ben, that'll be really great if you did.
Yep, I'll do a special on them sort of films. Oh,
Nope.
Omen trilogy. Yeah, Omen film had a lot of weird stuff. Same as the Shining film had a lot of weird stuff happening. It's so I'm gonna have to do a show on it, guys, for you all just on that most haunted films going. It's hard to do. I will do, guys. Honestly, I will let him know that he's being missed.
Oh, yes.
It's interesting when they come to films like trying to think of another film where they use Native American bones. And pretty much most of the crew, most of the cast died from that. Yeah, you'd be surprised. Early days, there was people using a lot of stuff.
Right, it was cheaper to use real skeletons rather than the props. Oh,
Yeah, it's weird. A lot of these skeletons that you see in medical hospitals and medical universities, they're real people. There was quite a big business for it at one point.
Jacqueline. Michelle most haunted.
Yeah. We was on about most haunted at the beginning, Jacqueline, about how they were good for what they did, but then they just went bad. Real bad.
Real bad.
Real bad. And I'm trying not to get the hiccups now. I'm trying to think of other stuff. See, The Ring was supposed to have had a few issues on site, filming wise, but they don't know if that was just hearsay or what, if you know what I mean. You're all right, Jacqueline. Honestly, you're fine. Catch it later on. Honestly, don't worry about it.
Oh, what are you doing with your big fingers?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know that The Shining. You'd be surprised. Yeah, the hotel they used for it is actually massively haunted as well. That's where Stephen King got his idea from. He actually stopped at the hotel and had a paranormal experience, and that's how he ended up writing the book stuff.
Stop it, puppy.
Yeah, a lot of bodies are left in medic. Yeah, hell of a lot. I think I'm thinking of doing that with my body when I'm dead. Might be a wonder as to why I'm still alive, kind of thing, or why I was alive for so long. I don't. I'm just gonna, because you get paid for it, so Lou will get paid for it. You can have my body and do whatever it needs to do with it.
Oh, okay.
All my organs. I'm on a donor register, so to get all my organs, I might as well have my body as well.
Bring films comment out.
I am doing.
Loud. Not in your head.
Got a lot of stuff at my work that's riddled with attachments. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised. Do you know, this is probably one of the weirdest things, but do you know where, building wise, there's two buildings that are always, or two forms of work that are always riddled with attachments, haunted objects, all that sort of stuff. First one, obviously, everyone's going to know this, is antique shops. Always riddled with something or other or some object. The second one, believe it or not, is charity shops. Charity shops are riddled with items of uniqueness, with different energy patterns, different attachments. Oh dear. Sorry, guys. The whole shebang, usually with charity shops. And they are the worst places because a lot of the stuff rotates. So someone will buy something from a charity shop, for a mirror example, have an attachment to it, they'll send it out. They'll have it at the house for a while. Won't know what to do with it, so they'll either take it back to a charity shop or Facebook sell it. And then you end up with the incidents like we had with the Welsh incident. I'm just watching a rug slowly walk off because the dog's trapped in the rug. So let's catch back up here. You can donate. Yep, I say donors and everything as well. I've been staying at a lot of hotels and nothing has happened. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't. I think it's being in the right place, at the right time, being that sort of, well, wrong place, wrong time, wrong sort of person, if you get what I mean. I can, and a lot of stuff is, yeah. Yep, so true. I did a night at one. It has some creep. People don't understand how bad charity shops can actually get. Got some interesting tarot cards at charity shop. Yep. You'll be surprised. That's because we have high expectations. We stay in an accommodation if you don't want to come out. Yep. Betty, do you know about
Only Rectory?
Rectory? I've heard the name.
That one.
Lou's just going to go forward.
Which one was that one?
I can remember bits, but I still need stuff to jog my head every so often. All the Rectory I do know about. I'm wondering if it's what I think it is.
Film. I know it's a place, but it's also a film.
Yeah, there was a film done about the incident that happened there. Kate, my mum worked in a nursing home built date 1700s. She has plenty of unexpected things.
House in England.
Everyone says they've got the most haunted house in England. Seems so much crazy haunted, and she was most. Yeah, a lot of places like that. Hardy up again. That would have been interesting. Yeah, Bottle Rectory apparently very haunted. Yeah, I remember it being on the list of it was the most haunted. Everyone claims to have the most haunted building. There's a lot of places. Claire, nice to see you. Phil, yeah, it's Nala. Shut up. Claire's just stopping to say hi. Always a pleasure, Claire. We need to get you guys on at some point for an interview. I will catch up with you at some point. I've seen a lot of things. Yeah, nursing homes, hospitals. Hospitals are like bus stations. Let's face it. And what happened last night only just come on, and
as in the show, or what Ben did?
Well, Lou did a show, or are you on about what I did?
Not filmed.
Not filmed, yeah. So two things happened last night. Same as the wife, yep. Jacqueline, obviously, and hi to Claire. Sorry, guys, I have to go. Thank you very much. See you someday. See you later, Kate. It's all right. Keep firing all the comments up. It's brilliant.
Keep doing it. I just wanted to see Ben panic.
It's not panic. I always wonder if there is a language barrier with ghosts or entities. For example, if I go to the UK and try and talk to a spirit in Spanish, will they get an answer? Depends. Human spirits, you may struggle with a bit. But you have to remember during that time, there was a lot more influx of people. People did sort of know the odd word. That's probably about it. To be fair,
just been there now.
Yeah, to be fair, if you spoke to me in Spanish, I'd be all good. Everyone saying back to Kate on the YouTube. So you guys really do, you just band together like a little family. It's brilliant. I'm really proud of you all, as weird as it is. Read fast, Phil. I'm trying to read fast, mate.
His fingers are getting in the way.
Yeah, my fingers don't work properly. All the time. Oh, I need more people saying anything. All the time, Phil, you don't always know who is real. Yep, exactly. Andy, my mum's false teeth are well haunted. So, yeah. Yeah. watched her show. She said you had to go out to solve some idiot's problem. Yes, I did. I can't speak on the full information of that situation, but people were dealt with, people were reprimanded, people were fired. That's about all I can really say because I'm bound by rules, and they don't want to be embarrassed. So that's all I can really say on it. Another one saying see, M saying see Kate, Ronnie saying bye Kate, and Phil saying fatfingers.com. Phil, I've only got one fat finger and I'm not going to show you it because we're live on Facebook. Love you, man. Cheers. So, God, glad it was resolved. Yeah, it's always dealt with. Sort of spooking out, been a little. We are going to sort of spooking out at some point. I know we keep saying this.
It will be next year, though.
Yeah, it's going to be close to the sort of beginning of next year. But obviously, we've got a wedding.
Doing the particular thing again.
It's good. I used to do it, but I used to do that, but I can't because I've got a cut on my hand. We will be doing one. At the minute, obviously, we've got a wedding that we need to sort out.
Yeah, we were supposed to do the vows and the promises this week, but someone ended up being with a broken down van.
Yeah. Just to let everyone know why part of the reason I'm knackered is our van broke down and Andrew, you'll know exactly where I'm on about. My van broke down in the middle of the Peak District, middle road of the Peak District, so not Snake Pass, not motorway. It was the A642, right near the dam, and there is no phone signal for at least half a mile. I didn't get picked up from there till 10. Oh, I didn't get back into the door till 10 o'clock at night. So it was a lot of, partly the reason I'm so tired. I'm getting old, so I can't do it as much as I used to. OnlyFans. Ben, if you can say, was there any children involved? There was no children involved, luckily. Any cases with children involved with what they were doing, let's face it, I wouldn't be sat here now. I want to be in a prison cell. And I don't deal with them. They get passed on straight away to the police, and then we are either asked by the police to come advise. If not, we don't get involved. I've dealt with a few cases like that before. Obviously, can't go into detail, but it always gets passed over to the police first, and they deal with it. Jacqueline, awesome. Nightmare. You should have phoned me. I know, but again, there was no phone signal for half an hour, for half a mile.
Yeah, I get to up to the top of the mountain,
Yeah.
didn't you? It's actually calling me.
If anyone knows the Peak Districts, I know Andy will do. I don't know about Phil. I don't know about you all, but I had to walk to Woodhead. I had to walk up Woodhead just to get a phone signal. Ben, like wandering high. Ben, you could have.
Wuthering Heights.
Yeah. Definitely. I know. It was interesting. Oh, that's good. Right, so I've caught up everyone's comments. Scarlett, nice to see you. So again, any questions, guys? Paranormal questions, please fill them up. At the minute, we are talking about films and how Hollywood, TV shows, and how it has affected the paranormal in both good things and bad.
It's like sometimes you see paranormal investigators just on like Facebook, YouTube, but they take stuff that they've seen on films and TV shows and try and recreate it.
Yeah, sometimes.
That's interesting.
I know of a few groups that will actively go out and try and fake things because they've seen how people get reactions from them out.
Well, it's like
YouTube's.
There's a team a year or two ago. They took something they'd saw on Supernatural, even though Supernatural wasn't using quite the right symbols and sigils. They decided to replicate what they'd seen there to talk to the entity that was supposed to have been summoned in Supernatural.
Oh, I've got no problem with saying it.
It's quite like, no name.
There was a group, two lads, that decided to draw the symbol for Lilith in salt down an alleyway in the middle of in a village. Put candles around it and believed they'd summoned Lilith whilst they both stood separately in two circles made of salt, and believed they were trying to talk to Lilith through their box. The reason I've got no shame in saying this is because they're idiots, let's face it.
Leave them alone.
Then how about Zaki Boy? Zaki Boy is just a special entity, let's face it.
It's fun to watch.
Do you know your spirit guides? Personally, me, yes. Anyone that's ever worked with us, yes. Lou knows hers as well.
Not really fun spirit guide.
Yeah, not really spirit guides, more one. Put it this way, you know if you've seen mine. It's more of a working balance rather than being spirit guides. Having a powerful.
Having power over a demon or entity just because you know its name is a Hollywood myth.
Pretty much, yeah. Yeah, there's always this idea that if you know a demon's name, you gain control of it. It doesn't work. Hasn't worked that way in centuries. Let's face it, everyone knows the name. What we got here? And
a long question. I am also in the process of arranging my trip to Derbyshire for January and February, hoping to move to the Bakewell area. Oh, nice. I'm looking forward to hopefully get out of a few investigators. Can you point me in a direction of who is approachable and who to avoid? Thanks for your help. I'd say if you we know a lady, she's on the comments here, called Jacqueline.
Yep.
She has a page called Paranormal Path, and she's friends with, has loads of connections on there, loads of groups, loads of investigators. Pop a post up on there, ask her to post it up, just saying basically this, that you're coming over and you want to go out, and you'll get quite a few good responses.
Yeah, we may even run into you, because we do a lot in Derby and the surrounding areas with different groups. I'm sure Andy as well, High Peaks.
Yeah, Andy Hallam also in the chat.
Yeah, High Peaks, he should be able to help you out. There's quite a few of us. We have a group as well that we help. I'm sure you can tag along with them. But yeah, check along that. Andy, speaking of Andy, Andrew, that's for it for us as an investigation. Yeah, it does when people start faking stuff. Scarlett, if one is not out there driving the darkness out of people's lives, there.
People have no power. They are just tourists with a camera.
Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, I can sort of get what you mean with that. Can get that one. A brief reminder, seeing those young men, Ben. Yeah.
It's fun to watch.
Yes, it is.
Lots of lads.
See, people that have worked with us know the lads. Oh, Jess. Funny enough, my
Confirmation. Yeah, it's Lily.
yeah. Phil, protectors. Yeah, Phil, you know yourself. You've run across my lot. Oh yeah, you've still got a picture of our Belle, haven't you? Jacqueline, you've seen enough of our lot to be able to vouch for us as well. And you're more than welcome. There you are. And High Peak Paranormal. Again, I think Andy as well. I think you've run into a few of my lot before. Fun. And share it to Matrix 2. I have a group in Derbyshire area too. Oh, gee, Ron.
Shares all different groups and stuff. Yeah. See, everyone kind of knows each other, and that's why it's nice on here.
Jacqueline, speak of Jacqueline, I should definitely put a post. I've met a lovely lady from High Peak. I want to go out with Supernatural. Not been out with her out for a month. Bonnie, I'm sure. Bonnie, Jacqueline, I'm sure we can sort out Supernatural UK coming along with them. Surprise. We can sort.
What are you doing tomorrow?
Yeah, Jacqueline, what are you doing tomorrow?
Supernatural go out like every weekend. So yeah, just say when you're free.
Yeah. And thank you for the advice, Jacqueline. Would it be okay to send you a message? Obviously, Jack been there.
Also, thank you to Vaughn.
Yeah, thank you to Vaughn. Phil, you're the real deal. We do what we can. Uh,
You're making notes.
uh,
It's nice to, if you're moving,
yeah,
have some people that you can sort of get in touch with.
yeah. And if you're down this end of the woods, honestly, just contact us as well. We're knocking about a lot of the places. More things up. Have a few drinks. Having a few drinks tomorrow. Do not blame you, Jack. Do not blame you at all. I don't personally have a group, but I do have members. Yeah. Obviously, you're welcome.
Thanks, Christina.
Yeah, Christina, bless you. Phil, I'm free. You're always free, man.
Always free, always welcome.
Yeah. No problem. I watch Supernatural. They're not bad. I just find them a bit loud and young.
Lastly, hyperactive. It's because it's all exciting to her. She's so enthusiastic. She can't quite contain her excitement sometimes.
She's only 19, bless her. So
not been doing it for too long.
Yeah. She's found her feet, but she's got us watching over her.
Yeah.
As well. So she is definitely getting there, bless her. And
You've not caught up now, aren't you?
No, I've caught up and time's escaping with us. We've got about 5 minutes left of the show.
Yeah.
But yeah, come on. Andy, we're massive. Yes, lots of Reddit orb zipping around. 2 people who have been told to not call out and be communicating with spirits. I saw it with I remember that case. I will continue to watch them. Yeah, by all means. Yes, our sweet Jenny, she's still learning. Yes, she's still learning. She gets really excited, bless her, when she comes across incidents.
All got starts somewhere.
Yeah, everyone starts everywhere.
Everyone starts everywhere.
Everyone starts everywhere. I started with a huge pile of books when I was 14, and now look at me. I'm still 32, and I've got a huge pile of books. The only thing I've got now is more stamps on my passport and a head that hurts sometimes trying to remember knowledge. Yeah.
You're still learning.
We're all still learning. Even my old advisor and instructor, he was 94 when he went, and he said he was still learning. You never stop learning. Anyone that ever says they're an expert is foolish, and I hate it when people call me an expert. I've also watched a group which seems really professional, where spirits meet science. Have you heard of him? Johnny Sixcents? No. Avoid him at every cost. Going. I'm happy to say this on this show. Do not go anywhere near him, and he is literally blacklisted by every single group, every single event, every single place you can hire out. He is blacklisted.
There's a reason why he uses fake names to hide places.
He is literally blacklisted within the paranormal world. Avoid him at every cost going. Literally every cost going. Not to mention his fake claims of being military and all, but I'm not going to go into all that lot. If you want to go look at it, go on Paranormal Lights, and everything is there for you to see. And that's all I will say on that.
Yeah. Have a good evening, one bedtime.
See you later, Andrew. Phil, we're learning off each other. Yeah, special way. Again, here you go. Here's your evidence, Anne.
She's banned all of his content since he founded the group.
Yeah.
Christina, what's his name?
Yeah, Phil, totally agree. Vonnie blacklisted. I really want that to surprise me, but I truly appreciate it. Heads up. Yeah, honestly, if groups that have ever got mixed up with him have ended up having unfortunately the same, basically tarred with the same brush. He is renowned for being a complete and utter fool, basically. Sleep well from Jackie. Hey Lou, I love to hear you talk about
the unbanned region last day. I'm from Argentina, and there's lots of people who follow the region here.
Feedback.
Good. Yeah, thank you.
I keep forgetting you're all the way in Argentina last year.
It's interesting to see how things kind of spread across. I'm not being my show how it spreads across. I mean, like how things like the people who follow the religion, how it spreads around.
This is the good advantage I will say of social media. Everyone on here is from different parts of the world. and it's nice that we're all in one area, talking freely, and there's no issues whatsoever. This is the advantages of modern technology. Makes it nice. Well, yeah, unfortunately, guys, it's that time.
It is.
I know that crept up quick.
It did.
We always seem to start off slowly with the show, and then it just
Builds momentum.
and that's it
Like a
towards
hay
the end.
bale, round hay bale rolling down the hill.
Yeah.
Oh, the cheese.
The
cheese rolling.
Word of advice: never try and ride a hay bale downhill. You nearly get crushed.
Oh, quick last one from Anne. How
Yeah.
can you still be allowed to broadcast? I will avoid like those sort of chatty.
None of us know how he's still invited. Facebook don't seem to be that bothered, even though there's that many complaints.
Yeah.
The police are fully aware of who he is. And everything like
Yeah.
that. So
Yeah. Paul says, I've really enjoyed just having a nice chit chat night, some questions. Love it. Thanks a lot, Lou and Ben.
bless
No
you.
problem. It's nice sometimes just to have a bit of a general chat with a bit of a topic and just let it roll. Chat. Personally, nice to meet Sunday. Oh, you're saying hi, Marie. We're just going.
Oh, bless you.
Feel free to watch back.
If you watch back, put hashtag any comments, questions, anything. Feel free to put them there with a hashtag. We'll get back to you. Any questions, you can always email the show.
Yeah. Oh,
exactly.
I know, I just jumped. Great live as always. I love like all good keeps. Ian's my favorite. Yeah.
He earned a hell of a lot
For Facebook.
Yeah. Also, fake charity. He did one way of claiming money, but I could
Great
do an
chat,
international.
everyone. Lovely to see you all. If you can't ask the question, no problem.
Yeah.
Like I say, get in touch with Yvonne,
Yeah.
get in touch with Jacqueline. They know groups in the area. They can put you in the right direction as well.
Yeah.
And we should wrap up.
And avoid.
Yes. Moving on.
Avoid spirits like you can.
Avoid spirits like you can.
Avoid. Basically, stay away from
spirits. Oh, you're
just stay away from Johnny.
Right.
Right, guys.
Anyway,
That's it.
thank you.
Sunday again. We'll be carrying on with the demonology, looking at 72, and might throw in a few other little bits and bobs there as well as we leave the Kings and go further down the ranking system.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, because we're on Bellius, the devil itself. So that's it, guys.
My wine.
We will see you Sunday for the show as usual time, 7:30 till 8:30, and that is us out. Peace, guys, and enjoy your weekend.